Shalom. This is Fallen Yeshua. Welcome again to Rock. Are you enjoying your new normal? Have you embraced your new normal yet? This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. The new normal. But don't it kind of look like the Purge? People driving cars into, I don't celebrate Christmas, but in the Christmas parades, killing people all up and down the West Coast in Chicago, and in the East Coast. You got groups of people, 10, 20, 50, 100, 150, running in the stores. Nordstrom Rack in San Francisco, I believe it was. What's that one? Versky, whatever that one's called. Whatever that one's called. The V, real expensive stuff. Running up in there, taking shit. Jewelry stores, running up in there, smashing the displays, running off with hundreds of thousands of dollars. Ran up in the, was it Neiman Marcus. Jacking shit out of there. Nike store, just running up, taking whatever they can. Stores are closing early. Stores are relocating. Stores are closing shop altogether, these chain stores, because they're tired of dealing with these people running up in stores. They've done an excellent job in destabilizing. So the new normal looks like the Purge. We got they done separated everybody, made everybody against everybody. This comes straight from the Willie Lynch playbook. For those of you who read the Willie Lynch letters, it turned everybody against everybody. White against black, tall against short, male against female, rich against poor, cities versus suburbs, Chevy versus Ford, Taco Bell versus Del Taco for those on the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? They done turned everybody against everybody. Light skin versus dark skin. Married versus single. Everybody's been turned against everybody. We have people that are so damn emotional that they can't see what's really going on. We got this Kyle Rittenhouse jury. And I was sitting here looking at it, and I had people send me emails like, what do you think about it? I don't think a damn thing about it. Whether he was a white kid or a black kid, I wasn't going to think nothing about it. But he happened to be a white boy who shot and killed two white guys, and I think shot another white guy. And I saw people of color arguing and fussing and talking about how the judicial system is biased against white people. I mean, we know that. But I was sitting there like, wait a minute, didn't this guy shoot other white guys? And still, black people were up in arms about it, protesting and talking about, sports stars talking about, I just can't believe what the. Now, do I believe that he should have gotten off based on the evidence? Yes. Well, that's irregardless of the situation. My bigger issue was, how did his case become a white versus black thing? Oh, I know. Because it happened at a BLM rally, right? BLM. The group that was ran by two lesbian black women and was making millions of dollars off of the deaths of black men. You mean that BLM? The ones that ran around chanting Black Lives Matter. But I'm pretty sure that they only matter when they're dead, according to BLM. Black living lives don't matter. Only black dead people matter. So that they could, as Eddie Griffin said, they can get a good march in. Whenever somebody dies like that, all the people come together. They get a good marching up and down the streets. They put their Nike sells out and Reebok sells out of cross trainers and shit like that. And they march up and down the streets and they misspell signs. And that's what Eddie Griffin said in the comedy. It was funny. They'd be misspelling signs and walking up and down the streets. To what? To protest and say that Black Lives Matter. Well, I can't speak for that. I say my life matters. I'm not an all life matterer. I'm not a Black life matter. I'm a my life matters. Me and my family's life, my household life, my children's life, my wives' lives. Those are the ones that matter. Because I can't speak for everybody else. It's hard for me to say that people's lives matter, whether you're Black or whether you're white. It's hard for me to say that people's lives matter when you destroy your own homes. When I mean by destroy your own homes, when the divorce rates are so damn high, when children are born outside of wedlock, where most children of color don't know what a family even looks like. They think a family is their mama. Over 80% of children that are Black are born outside of wedlock. They've got no chance from the word go. From the moment that man ejaculates inside of you, that seed had no chance. Because it was already doomed based on the home that it was born in, based on the fact that nobody cares. He'll never see what a family is. Raised in these reservations, these hoods, and you got the nerve to try to tell me that I should support a group that supports that. I'm a big proponent of let's fix the shit that's going inside. You know, like the Bible says, judgment starts in the house of Israel first. Why don't we focus what's going on inside of us before we start trying to figure out how to fix what's on the external? You know, we have a problem with that in this faith. We have a problem with that as a people. We want to fix every single damn thing on the outside. While the inward, I mean, Yeshua spoke about that. You want to clean up the outside, but the inside we as dead man's bones. We so interested in broadening the phylacteries. We want everybody to respect what we doing, but we don't respect ourselves. We don't respect our families, our children. I'm so sick of this hypocrisy and this lying. I'll speak up about it. I don't give a damn. I'm going to unsubscribe. I don't care. Unsubscribe then. Like I said, my life matters. My children's lives matter. My wives' lives matter. When I start seeing sisters get married and join homes, don't we got something to say? When I start seeing men taking care of their responsibilities, taking care of their children, don't we got something to say? When I stop seeing women, oh, I'm leaving and I'm taking the children and throwing the man on child support, so he's got no chance of ever getting his life back together again because the family law system is extorting money out of him to give it to you, so that you can exchange that money for a weave and some nails, while the children of our culture, you know, are in 5th and 6th and 7th grade and got 3rd grade reading skills. Then we got something to say. You see, this is a purge that is taking place in this world right now. We got revolts in other countries because they're having lockdowns again. We, as a people, don't even understand biblical anything. The only thing we understand is the flesh, what I want right now, and let's find a way to blame somebody else for our shit. Look, I did this stupid shit. I'm gonna blame somebody. Look, I did a lot of dumb shit in my life. I ain't looking to blame nobody. I blame me. I blame me. And I blame the things that happened in my family line, the curses in my family line. But I broke out of it. I repented. Why don't we concern ourselves about that, repenting, and then coming out of her? If our lives mattered so much, then why don't we come out of it? Come out of Egypt. Come out of these systems. Well, it doesn't matter because it's everywhere. But shit, there are a lot of areas where it's not nearly as bad as it is on those reservations. This is a purge. They purging everybody. They purging white folk, black folk, Hispanic folk, Asian folk. This purge is real. This is the new normal. This is the new normal. They're making lab-grown meats. You ever seen the movie Soylent Green? You ever seen the movie Snowpiercer? Where they were grinding up roaches and feeding them these protein bars? Shit, we want insect bars and plant-based bars, and hey, you don't need to worry about buying a Thanksgiving dinner. You should have a soy-based Thanksgiving dinner. I don't do Thanksgiving either. I don't do none of them holidays. But I read an article where they were one of these companies was trying to push eating soy for your Thanksgiving dinner. So it's like you men can have all the estrogen you need, which is in soy, so that y'all can develop more and feministic. We can have a whole transgendered, nation. Well, all the nations are teaching their young boys to be men, and we're over here teaching, our young boys to accept everything. Don't speak out on nothing. Go with the company line. This is the new purge. They purge men. So now anybody that is a man, you better be careful, because they'll cancel you. They don't purge womanhood and femininity, so that all the women that they act like men, they think like men, they're built like men, they're shaped like men, they have mindsets like men. You say the word submissive or submission or being covered or having a head to a woman, and she blows up and tells you that Jesus is her covering, or she don't need no man. This is the purge. See, once you purge morality, once you purge family, once you purge brotherhoods and men knowing how to get along with each other, once you purge the idea that I don't have to look at a white guy and be like, you my enemy because you white, and he don't gotta look at me and be like, you my enemy because I'm black, or because you black. When we can look at each other and I can say, what's happening, brother? How was your Shabbat? He can be like, hey, it was good. I'm like, that's cool. All right. Hey, you need something, holler at me. He'd be like, yes, sir, you holler at me too. When you purge that, I'm being very, y'all know what I'm getting at. When you purge that, and you don't have those brotherhoods no more, when everything's about all this shit, then people will start physically purging each other. And that's where we are now. There's a woman, I saw an article or a video of a black woman, got out of her car, walked up to another woman with a gun and blew her face off. You can type it in like black woman shoot other black woman in the head or something like that. Blew her dome, killed her in the middle of the street. We got straight up ambushes happening in the middle of these streets now. In the middle of public. Don't nobody care. Because it looks like the new normal is the purge. You hear my son? Yeah. His life matters. Bless y'all. Shalom. Hi.